Greetings, I'm Santa Clara County Supervisor Otto Lee, and I'm proud to honor a truly personable and humble public servant, role model, mentor, and friend, Norman Yoshio Mineta. When I think about how we should remember Secretary Mineta, I think of how he dedicated his life to serving our nation with distinction and valor, even as he understood and experienced America's most troubled past and systemic flaws. His contributions and work created a stronger future for all Americans. Norm was a trailblazer that opened so many opportunities for Asian Americans. He was committed to advancing social justice and expanding the rights, while also committed to guidance and mentorship. He lifted others up with him into the new spaces he was fighting to be in. True to his interests and achievements in transportation, through his work and service, he built pathways and corridors of opportunity and inclusion. He laid the groundwork for several generations of Asian Americans to become community leaders like myself. Due to Norm's persistence and leadership, Asian American stories and experiences were given a voice and representation at a time when many felt out of place within their own neighborhoods that they grew up in. He was a change maker. He provided inspiration to countless young Asian Americans who were able to see someone that looked like them in a position of the highest leadership in our country, the only mayor, United States congressman, and cabinet secretary that served under two presidents from different political parties. He was well respected across the aisle and served as a role model for AAPI youth and beyond, as his influence extended beyond cultures and backgrounds. Norm was also very wise, and he reminds me of Yoda. All those who didn't know him might underestimate his significance. He carried with him the gravitas and generations of knowledge and experience. And he was a fighter to his last days. He used that immense power to land every single plane during 9/11 to keep America safe. One moment that stands out is when I was on a flight to DC out of the Mineta Airport in San Jose. As I boarded the plane, sitting right there in the front row of the economy class was Norm and Denny, while he was the Secretary of Transportation. I was so excited, not only because I was taking off from the airport of Norm's namesake, but because I knew that my flight would land on time. To me, he was a dear friend and a mentor. To the world, he was a child that was interned in the U.S. concentration camp during World War II that went on to become the first Asian American to serve as a U.S. Cabinet Secretary and receiving the highest civilian award, the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Let's honor Norman Mineta's contributions and celebrate his legacy. During these times of hyper-partisanship, may we draw inspiration from his exemplary service to all to unite our country